It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
Learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We are live here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City as Atlantic Cape Community College gets set to host a doubleheader against Union County, and we're going to pause for the national anthem. We are live here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City as Atlantic Cape Community College gets set to host the first of two this afternoon against Union County. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Avenue, and welcome to our coverage here on BFA Sports of the Buccaneers and the Owls here on Tuesday afternoon. Let's take a look at the Owls starting lineup. Cesar Murillo will lead things off. Brian Padilla, Javier Alfonso, Axel Alvera will clean things up. Miguel Licadio, Jacob Bottomley, Brian Williams, Giordano Compras, and Franklin Solano here in Game 1 for the Union County Owls. And they'll be going up against Joe Hamill, who will be doing the pitching for the Buccaneers to start things off in Game number 1. So it's a doubleheader today, so Coach Velarde and staff hoping to get a good outing out of Hamill, certainly some length. Buccaneers used 4 pitchers yesterday in the 11-6 loss to Bergen County. Pete Calandra went 5+, walked the first batter of the 6th inning. Rolando Segura came in, got a couple outs, and he was relieved that inning by Colin Bradley, who was able to get out of the jam. And then Danny DeMarco pitched the final couple innings for the Buccaneers yesterday. It was tough. Calandra at times looked good, and other times he certainly struggled. Walked 7, and that was just 2 more. He had 5 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed, and 5 earned runs in the 11-6 defeat. Buccaneers offense was stymied for the first few innings by Malcolm Gilchrist, the pitcher for Bergen County yesterday afternoon, especially with his fastball. One thing we discussed yesterday and pointed out was the wind, and the wind's certainly just as much a factor going into the game today as it was yesterday, kind of whipping left to right toward sort of that northeast kind of wind with the American flag behind the center field wall. So we'll see what kind of factor it plays. I mean, the fastballs could play in any kind of weather, but depending on the breaking ball, how often you throw it, where you want to throw it, we'll see what happens today in this game here. Hamill's ready. He delivers pitch number 1 in the dirt in front of the plate, and we are underway as Cesar Murillo takes ball 1. Joe Hamill and Zach Zoller to match up in game number 1 on the mound as Hamill deals up high 2-0. Season winding down. Buccaneers looking to finish strong here in Region 19. The 2-0 chop to third. Monero fields, fires over to first, and a scoop attempt by Hernandez and misses, and it goes into right field. Great backup there by Jack Jones, the catcher. And the leadoff man Murillo on. And could debate it, call it an error there. So leadoff man aboard on the low throw there by Monero. Fielded it cleanly. He knew he needed to hurry with Murillo gusting with speed up the line there. But rushed the throw. Hernandez unable to scoop it. Knew he had to try and reach out and did, but unable to come up with it as it took a bounce and went into right field. So first man on, Hamill deals up high to Brian Padilla, and the count 1-0. And we'll get to the Buccaneers defense in a moment. Murillo leads off first. The 1-0 to Padilla, driven into the seats, foul down the right field line, and the count 1-1. In the outfield for the Buccaneers, Javier Vega in left, Kevin Foreman in center, Nate Goodrich over in right, Justin Monero at third, Luis Sari at short, Mo Antonicello at second, Omar Hernandez is at first, and doing the catching here in game number 1 is Jack Jones. Swing and a chopped foul, kind of a propeller kind of swing there, and he swung on top of it, did Padilla, and it's 1-2. That one is no joke. You could see the wind blowing the dust and the dirt around in the infield grass. The back of Joe Hamill's jersey on the mound. Murillo leads off first, the 1-2, and that one outside 2-2. Started off mostly sunny in yesterday afternoon's game as well, and then the sun kind of hid behind the clouds by the 6th, 7th inning. The pitch up high, throw to first, and it goes past Hernandez into right field. Murillo runs into him, and he'll run towards second, and Tonicello retrieves, but no throw made, so Murillo takes second base. On the E2. So now a man in scoring position here in the first. And Jones will call time and go out to talk with Joe Hamill. Trying to go over pitch sequence, what they want to do to try to get Padilla out here with a runner in scoring position. Hamill checks on Murillo and delivers inside, and a walk to Padilla. So the first 2-minute board for the Owls here in inning number 1 on an E5 and a walk. And that'll send Javier Alfonso to the plate. Owls first baseman looking to get things started and give Union County an early lead. Hamill deals, driven into the screen, just off the Buccaneers dugout down the third base line, 0-1. So a 2 7-inning contest in this afternoon's doubleheader. Second game start about a half hour after this one ends. The 0-1. And there's strike 2. As Hamill finds the lower half of the strike zone there. Sari playing just behind Murillo there at second base. Antonicello right at second, so double play depth. Hernandez playing behind the runner at first. Hamill deals low, and the count 1-2. Monero kind of going back and forth at third base between the lip of the infield grass and even with the third base bag. The 1-2 to Alfonso. Grounded to first and into right field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Murillo. The throw cut off at first by Hernandez. It is a base hit and an RBI for Alfonso, and the Owls take a 1-0 lead. Check it out on the BFA Sports replay there. Ball was smoked. Hernandez had a shot, unable to come up with it, and it rides on through to right field. So Murillo scoring from second there. Padilla gets to third base on the RBI single by Alonso. And runners on the corners now, nobody away. Axel Alvera, the cleanup hitter for the Owls, now up to the plate. And he looks at strike 1. So Atlantic Cape would take a ground ball here if they can get it. Exchange a run for 2 outs. Hamill deals, fouled back to the screen. Hernandez playing with the runner Alfonso at first base, playing on the bag. Minero not holding Padilla on a third, playing on the grass. At pitch inside from Hamill. Outfield, Javier Vega playing towards left center. Kevin Foreman just a tad towards right center. That pitch up high. And Nate Goodrich in right playing a little left of normal depth in right. Pitch to Alvera. Called strike 3. So Hamill paints the outside corner there for out number 1. And he needed that, so keeps the double play intact here. A ground ball could end the inning without a run scoring. Miguel Licario, now the hitter for the Owls. He'll be doing the designated hitter duties here in game number 1. First pitch low, and the count 1-0. Runners lead first and third, 1 away. Hamill deals outside, runner goes. Throw to second, and they got him in a rundown. Sorry has it. Looking to fakes the throw to third, and getting back to first without a throw is Alfonso, who had run off on the pitch. And Jones threw down. Sorry picked it up. And faked the throw to third to prevent Padilla from heading towards home and scoring. So everybody back to where they were a pitch ago. So first and third, 1 out, and a 1-0 count on Licario. Hamill delivers. Chopped back up the middle to Antonicello. Flips the second one. On to first. And a double play. A nice reception there on the other end of that throw from Sorry by Omar Hernandez. And the Bucs prevent any further damage here in the first. Owls get a run. They lead 1-0. Buccaneers coming to bat on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the first here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Owls and Bucks facing off here in game 1 of a doubleheader this afternoon. Owls scored a run in the top half. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the first. Kevin Foreman, Nate Goodrich, Luis Sorry start things off. Omar Hernandez, Justin Minero, Dante DePalma in the middle of the lineup. DePalma the DH this afternoon in game 1. Mo Antonicello, Jack Jones, and Javier Vega round things out. Zach Zoller will be doing the pitching for the Owls here in game 1. Somebody the Buccaneers faced earlier in the season at home. About a month back, Zoller pitched 4 1/3 in that game in a win for the Buccaneers. We'll get to some of that as we go along here in game one. Foreman steps into the box, pitched by Zoller, is in for ball one. And the pitch, there's a strike, and the count 1-1 on Foreman, who did not fare well earlier in the season against Zoller. Struck out twice and grounded out when Zoller was in the game, and he drives this one into right field, drifting toward foul territory and out of play. Buccaneers won that game at home against Union County. The game Zoller pitched 10-6. The 1-2 to Foreman. And thought about it, but thought better of it and held back. So the count 2-2 on the Buccaneers leadoff hitter. And Foreman spoils that one, and we'll get another opportunity here to count 2-2. In yesterday's game, Foreman singled and scored, struck out, doubled and scored, hit a fly ball to left, and struck out again in the eighth. The 2-2 spoiled again, foul behind the plate. And so Foreman working Zoller here to begin things in the first, doing the job of a leadoff hitter, working the count, spoiling some pitches, and giving Nate Goodrich and everybody behind him a good look at what Zach Zoller's got on the mound today. Chopped up the middle, fielded there at shortstop, throw to first, and Foreman retired on a nice play by Murillo.
Number 32, Nate Goodrich.
And that'll send Nate Goodrich up to the plate. In the game against Bergen County yesterday, he was 2 for 5, a couple singles, an RBI, a couple groundouts, and a flyout. Looking to get things going for the Buccaneers here against the Owls. And he looks at strike one from Zoller. Owls lead 1-0 here in the first. Game one of a doubleheader. Zoller deals, and there's strike two. Goodrich thought it was drifting outside and kind of checking with the home plate umpire on that one just to see where it went. But now Goodrich finding himself in an 0-2 hole. Zoller delivers. Goodrich chops it up the middle. Throw, and no throw made. Goodrich beats it out. As Compras had come up with it, and his hat was falling off in the process, and by the time he got the ball, realized that no throw was the best option there. So Goodrich on with a one-out infield single. And that'll send Luis Sari up to the dish. Sari walked twice yesterday, scored a couple runs, had an RBI ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. Pitch inside, but finds some plate, nothing in one. Goodrich taking a pedestrian lead there off of first with one away. Throw to first to check on Goodrich. He's back ahead of the throw. Getting an idea for Zoller's pickoff move. Very quick and subtle. The 0-1 is Sari. That one drifts a little bit more inside on that one. The count 1-1. Throw to first. Goodrich back ahead of the throw. Sorry did well against Zoller when they met earlier this season. Throw over to first again to check on Goodrich. In that game, Sorry walked and scored, had an RBI single, and walked and scored again against Zoller in that game. Pitch in the dirt. Nice block in front of the plate there by Bottomley. And the count 2-1. It's a mostly sunny afternoon, but definitely a very windy one as well. Goodrich leads off first with one away. Pitch to Sorry, and there's a strike, so count even at 2 apiece. Goodrich can certainly run. Has not attempted to steal yet, but Zoller's certainly keeping an eye on him. And there he goes. Ground ball up the middle. And to short, Goodrich stays out of the double play by stealing as Sorry thrown out there. So Goodrich moves ahead. Sorry out on the ground out. And there are 2 away. So nice heads up by Nate Goodrich to run on that 2-2 pitch and get himself into scoring position for Omar Hernandez here with 2 away. And give credit to Murillo there at shortstop, who had originally moved and then shifted once he saw the ground ball up the middle. If he didn't readjust, that ball was heading to center field. Driven into the left by Hernandez, and it's going to take a turn into foul territory, and making the catch for the final out is Brian Padilla. So Buccaneers get a man aboard with a single, but nothing more. It is 1-0 Owls. We go to the second on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the second inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Abenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here in Game 1 of a doubleheader this afternoon between Union County and Atlantic Cape. Owls lead 1-0 as we start things in the top of the second. It'll be Jacob Bottomley, Brian Williams, and Giordano Compras against Joe Hamill. Pitch to Bottomley. There's a strike. Nice breaking ball by Hamill. And it's 0-1. Buccaneers threatened a little bit in the bottom half of the first with a single by Goodrich and taken to second, swinging a miss there by Bottomley. But then on the ground ball by Sorry, Goodrich had been running on the pitch, so he was able to advance to second. And then Hernandez got a good piece of it, but that one drifted foul for the final out. So 1-2 the count now on the catcher Bottomley. And Hamill deals, swing and a miss. And there is one away. Buccaneers looking certainly for length if they can get it, but to keep the Buccaneers in the game from Joe Hamill. First pitch to Williams, popped up, drifting into foul territory. Hernandez gives it a look, and it bounces into the seats. So the count 0-1. And strike two as Hamill fires in a fastball. And he's got Williams in an 0-2 hole. Quickly dealing here, swing and a miss. And Hamill's got something working here in the second inning. Back-to-back strikeouts. His third on the afternoon. Hey, if the fastball's working, keep throwing it. I'm interested about mixing up locations, and Hamill's done a good job of doing that so far here. Giordano Compras, now the hitter, with 2 away. First pitch, strike, and it's 0-1. See the wind picking up steadily here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. And the 0-1, there's strike two. Hamill's thrown 9 pitches this inning, 8 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Hamill struck out the side here in the second. 1, 2, 3, go the Owls in inning number 2. It's 1-0 Union County. We go to the bottom of the second on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Justin Monero, Dante DePalma, Mo Antonicello lead things off for the Buccaneers to get things going in the second inning and against Zach Zoller. Owls lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Pitch to Monero. Ground ball to second. Fielded there by Compras, and Monero retired here in the second.
Now batting, number 27.
Dante DePalma handling the DH duties here in game 1. Now up to the plate. We'll see if he goes behind the plate in game number 2. By the way, Zach Zoller mentioned it to begin the game. Pitched against Atlanta Cape about a month back. 4 1/3, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, 10 runs. Pitch inside there to DePalma. Dante DePalma came off the bench late in that game for Jones. Drives it right to the first baseman, Alfonso, for the second out. Kind of hit it soft enough in the air where you thought it could get into right field, but beautifully positioned there was Alfonso, so there are 2 quick outs. And Mo Antonicello Now the hitter. Looks at a breaking ball in there, strike one. And Tonicello had an RBI triple in the game against Zoller earlier this season. 1 for 4 on that afternoon. And there's another strike. Zoller working quickly here in the bottom of the second, looking to match the 1-2-3 that Hamill had in the top half. That pitch, up and away. 1-2. Hamill struck out the side in the top of the second. The 1-2 from Zoller. Swing and a miss. Ball dropped, throw to first, and Tonicello nearly beat that one out on the near errant throw by Bottomley. So 1-2-3 go the Buccaneers here in the second. It's 1-0 Owls. We go to the third on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the third inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Abenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Game one of a doubleheader this afternoon between Union County and Atlantic Cape. Owls lead 1-0 as we start things in the third. It'll be Franklin Solano, Cesar Murillo, and Brian Padilla for the Owls here in inning number 3 against Joe Hamill. Swing and a miss. So Hamill picking up where he left off last inning, striking out the side. He's got 4 strikeouts through 2. And there's strike 2 to Solano. A nice 12-6 breaking ball there. It's 0-2. Hamill working quickly. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 and 4 in a row for Hamill. So he's found something here. First man reached on an error. Then a walk, and an RBI single in the first. And Alfonso was the last man to reach. Alvera struck out. Lacadio hit into a 4-6-3 double play. And then that ended the first inning. 3 straight strikeouts in the second. 1 to start the third, and first pitch to Murillo is strike 1. Has scored the game's lone run. The 0-1. And breaking ball sailed up high, 1-1. Could be tough, like we saw a little bit yesterday on both sides, when the wind is really whipping, with trying to accurately throw breaking balls. That pitch hit to the screen. But Hamill's found a way. Most of his swing and misses have been on the fastball today. So is he what he does here? 1-2 up high, missed with that fastball. 2-2. The 2-2 chopped up the middle and through for a 1-out single for Cesar Murillo. So man aboard with 1 away. Brian Padilla now steps up to the plate. Had a walk in the first inning. Murillo certainly a threat to run over at first base for Union County. Leads off first. Hamel deals. Chop back to the screen. 0-1 on Padilla. Hamel working quickly. Worked out for him in the second. If you can find a rhythm that works for you, keep at it. The 0-1. Runner thought about going throw to first by Jones, and Padilla is back. But a lot closer than anybody thought that would be. Or check that, Murillo back at first. Padilla up at the plate. Nice throw down to first by Jack Jones. Murillo goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second by Jones. He had stopped, and the ball gets by Antonicello. Good backup by Luis Sari there at second base. They nearly had Murillo. He had stopped halfway when he saw Jones had the ball, and then he kept on going. The throw was there, but it sort of bounced. And Murillo there at second base with a stolen base. And now Padilla has a man in scoring position. Hamel gives Murillo a look, deals, high pop foul into the seats. Hamel delivers, chopped off the glove of Hamel, and it ricochets. Antonicello fields, throws to first, and he's safe. A bang-bang play at first. Hamel, Hernandez trying to convince the field umpire to overturn that call. Padilla beat it out. It was a close play at first, and it looks to stand as an infield hit for Padilla. There's a hard hit ball off the glove of Hamel there, allowing Padilla to reach. So Murillo over to third on the play. So first and third, one away. And Javier Alfonso now the hitter. And an RBI single in the first. Pitch outside. So double play still intact. Antonicello playing about normal depth at second base. Luis Sari playing towards second base. Hamel deals upstairs again. It's 2-0. Hamel gives a look to Padilla at first, delivers toward the plate, and there's ball 3. So 3-0 on Alfonso. After a strikeout to begin the third, back-to-back hits. The 3-0, driven into left field and foul. It sort of tailed at the end there, kind of flirted with the line, and then took a turn foul against the wind. So a 3-1 count now on Javier Alfonso. Runners lead first and third, one away. Pitch grounded to Antonicello. Flips the second one on to first. It's a double play. Nice catch on the other end by Omar Hernandez. So the damage limited. Let's take a look on the BFA Live Sports replay. Nice 4-6-3 double play to end things here in the third. 1-0 Owls. We go to the bottom of the third on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the third here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Owls lead 1-0. It'll be Jack Jones, Javier Vega, and then back to the top of the order for the Buccaneers with Kevin Foreman here in inning number 3 against Zach Zoller. Jones bunts up the third base line, trying to beat it out for a hit. Throw to first, gets him. So a nice throw there by Padilla had run up the line as Jones was bunting to try and get on with a hit here in the third. Instead, he's out 5-3, and there is one away for the Buccaneers. Javier Vega, now the hitter. It was replaced late in the game yesterday by pinch hitter David Conti after a couple strikeouts. Pitch inside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 to Vega, and that one finds the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Nice pitch by Zoller. The 1-1. Chop to shortstop. Murillo throws, and a nice catch on the other end and by Alfonso, who kept his foot on the bag. So Vega out. First base coach contesting that on whether Alfonso kept his foot on the bag there. And the ruling in favor of out number 2. So 2 away. Kevin Foreman now the hitter. He hit a ground ball to shortstop in his first at bat. First pitch here, ground ball to second base. Compras throws, and a nice easy 1-2-3 inning for Zach Zoller. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. He's in a groove. Owls lead 1-0. We go to the 4th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the 4th inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Owls lead 1-0 over the Buccaneers. Joe Hamill back out there for inning number 4. He's looked pretty good so far today. For the Owls here in the 4th, it'll be Axel Alvera, Miguel Leocadio, and Jacob Bottomley. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1 on Alvera, who struck out looking in his first at-bat. The 0-1 in and finds the plate, so 0-2. A silent call behind the plate there. Hamill has 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. So he's had a fastball that's worked well for him for the most part so far this afternoon. The 0-2, swing and a miss. And there's strikeout number 6. So he's worked quickly at times, and it's panned out well for Hamill so far this afternoon. 6 strikeouts through 3 1/3. the 1 run in the first inning, was able to get out of trouble in the third after back-to-back singles with 1 out, and able to get Alfonso to ground into a double play. Lacadio grounded into a double play to end the first inning. Now the hitter, and looks at a pitch up high. So Hamill able to limit the damage here and keep it at 1-0, which is good because of the way Zach Zoller has been pitching for the Owls. Grounded foul into the Buccaneer dugout. Well, almost. One of the Buccaneers picked up the foul ball. Caden Dale, a little celebration there as he picked that one up. Hamill deals upstairs to Lacadio. And that one upstairs as well, so 1 out walk. Jacob Bottomley now the hitter. He started a string of 4 straight strikeouts by Hamill. So Hamill had struck out the side in the second inning on 3 straight swings, Bottomley, Williams, and Compress, and then started the third inning with a strikeout of Solano. He's got 6 strikeouts, Hamill does. Lacadio leads off at first. Jones gives him a stare after that pitch misses 1-0 now to Bottomley. Runner goes. Throw by Jones down to second high. And Tonicello with a nice tag on the way down, but getting in there safely is Lacadio with a stolen base. Showing some wheels here in the fourth, and looks like he got some dirt in his eye in the process. It's definitely windy, and on a normal day, a slide like that may get some dirt in your eyes, but with the wind blowing the way it is today, definitely a factor as well. So runner on second, 1 out. Pitch to Bottomley. High pop into right. Goodrich settles underneath, makes the catch for the second out, tagging and going to third safely is Lacadio. A nice throw in there by Goodrich and a nice tag on the other end by Monero, but just a tad late. So 2 away. Lacadio now on third. Brian Williams now the hitter. As mentioned, struck out swinging in his last at bat. Chops it back to the screen here, 0-1. Hamill deals that one foul toward the screen, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Owls lead 1-0 here in the fourth. Hamill delivers. Called, strike 3, inning over. Strikeout number 7 for Joe Hamill. It is still a 1-0 game. We go to the bottom of the fourth on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the fourth here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Union County Owls lead the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers 1-0. Nate Goodrich, Luis Sari, and Omar Hernandez for the Bucks here on the bottom of the fourth inning. Vin Abenu with you here on BFA Sports. Game one of a doubleheader. We'll have both games for you this afternoon. 2 7-inning contest. Goodrich singled in his first at-bat, takes a strike there. The only hit of the game so far for the Buccaneers was that Goodrich single. Zoller has retired 8 in a row. The 0-1, there's strike 2. Goodrich was the first and only man to reach, and that was followed up by a Goodrich reached second on the ground ball by Luis Sari in the first, and then a pop-up by Hernandez. 1-2-3 in the second, 1-2-3 in the third. Goodrich swing and a miss. 9 in a row retired by Zach Zoller. And that is his first strikeout of the afternoon. Luis Sari, now the hitter, as mentioned, grounded out in his first at-bat. One run on 3 hits for the Owls, no runs, 1 hit for the Buccaneers. And there's strike 1 to Luis Sari. Got ourselves a pitcher's duel here at Sandcastle Stadium. Zoller and Hamill. Sari takes a look at strike 2. Hamill has 7 strikeouts for the Buccaneers. Zoller just that one we saw of Goodrich a moment ago. Or check that, his second. He did strike out Antonicello. So that was Zoller's second strikeout. Most of the outs have, well, the rest of the outs have been on the ground with the exception of the Omar Hernandez pop-up. So Zoller's been keeping it low and keeping his infield busy. Luis Sari looking to ignite the Buccaneers offense here in the fourth. Chopped foul in front of the Buccaneers dugout. And Sari will get another opportunity here. Atlantic Cape won 1 of 3 over the weekend against Bergen County. The doubleheader Sunday in Bergen County was a split. And then Bergen County won yesterday. Driven into left field by Sari. Settling underneath it, and it drops. It's off the glove of Williams. Sari running all the way, ends up on second base. So good heads-up base running by Luis Sari to reach on the E7. As Williams dropped the ball on left, he had settled underneath it, and then the ball went off his mid. The wind definitely blowing left to right here. You can see Williams was looking back up into the sky at the sun. So I'm guessing there are some more clouds in here than there was at the beginning of the game, but definitely still some sun, so possibly the sun getting in his eyes there. At the end of the play, though, Luis Sari on second base with 1 away. And Frank Moretta pinch hitting here for Hernandez. And takes strike 1. Hernandez had popped out in the first. Hopefully all well with Hernandez. And Zoller chases Luis Sari back to second. Gives Sari another look. Zoller now deals to Moretta. High pop. Going towards right field and making the catch is Olvera. Heading to third after tagging is Sari, and he makes it there as the throw comes up the line and fielded by Padilla. So Sari now on third with 2 away. Justin Monero now the hitter. Grounded to second base in his first at bat in the second. And he's got the tying run at third. The pitch. High pop again into right. Getting underneath it is Olvera, and it goes over his head. Sorry, scores. The ball goes to the wall. Monero rolls into second, ahead of the throw with a 2-out RBI double. And we are tied up at 1. The wind just kept carrying that one into right. Olvera had a beat on it, and then it just went over his head. So now Monero takes second base on the RBI double, tied up at 1. Dante DePalma now the hitter with 2 gone, and even at a 1 apiece, he hit one at first his last at bat. He's 0 for 1. And there's strike 1 to the chagrin of Dante DePalma. Thought that was a little low. Monero leads off second base with 2 away. Zoller gives him a look and deals to DePalma. That one low and away. Count 1-1. Game 1 of a doubleheader between the Owls and Bucks. 2 7-inning contest. Zoller deals inside to DePalma. Nice block behind the plate by Bottomley to keep Monero at second base. Two balls and a strike on DePalma. Monero leads off second with 2 away. Buccaneers have tied the game up here in the 4th. Popped foul over the mesh behind the plate and into the seats. So the count 2-2. Monero leads off second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Zoller deals. Poked into right field for a base hit. Monero rounding third, and he'll keep going as the ball bobbled in right by Olvera. So it is an RBI single by Dante DePalma, and the Buccaneers take a 2-1 lead. Nice running by Monero. They were scoring from second base on the hit to right by DePalma. So 2 runs for the Bucks here in the 4th. They lead now by a run. Antonicello grounds it to third. Fielded, throw to first, up high. And they are able to get it. So a nice play on the other end by Alfonso to save Padilla from an error. And that'll end the inning here in the 4th. Buccaneers get 2 runs on 2 hits. An error along the way. And the Buccaneers lead 2-1. We go to the 5th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference. We go to the top of the 5th inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City.
Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Buccaneers have a 2-1 lead as we get things going in the fifth. Giordano Compras, Franklin Solano, Cesar Murillo against Joe Hamill here in the fifth, and he deals strike one. Compras struck out in his lone at bat of the game in the second inning. Hamill started working quickly. Something changed in the second inning, and he's been dealing ever since. Got into a little bit of trouble in the third after striking out the side in the second and starting off the third with a strikeout. Gave up a couple hits, but then a ground ball double play ended the threat in the third. A couple more strikeouts picked up in the fourth. And helping, swing and a miss by Compras. Keep the Bucs in the game. So it was 1-0. Now Hamill pitching with a 1-run lead. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Joe Hamill. He's got that fastball pop in the mitt here this afternoon. Jack Jones calling a nice game behind the plate for the Buccaneers. So one away, Franklin Solano now the hitter. He struck out to start things in the third in his lone at bat. Swings and misses there, kind of on top of the ball, so 0-1. Hamill's got some of these Owls hitters chasing up high. Swing and a miss. He's got movement on that fastball going east to west across the zone. 0-2 the count. And here's the delivery outside. Hamill couldn't get Solano to chase. Now the 1-2. That one up and in, 2-2. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Hamill dealing gas here in the fourth. The fifth. Strikeout number 9 for Joe Hamill. 2 away, that'll bring up Cesar Murillo. Reached on an error and scored in the first. Singled in the third. First pitch there is a strike. Hamill's had the fastball working best for him so far this afternoon. That pitch outside. Got a lot of swing and misses on it. Moving the fastball across the zone, too. He's powered it inside to the right-handers. Occasionally drifted it away. So he's found something here that works for him this afternoon. That pitch, strike. And it's 1-2 on Murillo. Buccaneers lead 2-1 here in the fifth. Chop back to the screen as Murillo spoils a pitch to stay alive, and the count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Buccaneers lead 2-1. Here's the pitch. High pop-up. And Tonicello looking for it, calling for it, drifting into right field, makes the catch. The wind definitely carried that one, and Tonicello did a nice job in tracking it. And 1, 2, 3. Go the Owls here in the fifth. It is 2-1 Bucks. Bottom of the fifth coming up on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the fifth here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Buccaneers lead the Owls 2-1. Vin Ebeneu here with you on BFA Sports. Game one of a doubleheader between Union County and Atlantic Cape. 2 7-inning contest. For the Buccaneers here in the fifth, it'll be Jack Jones, Javier Vega, and Kevin Foreman. Jones grounded to third in his first at-bat. Pitch inside there, kind of chases Jones off the plate. Zoller's pitched a good game, though. We ran into some trouble there in the fourth, and the Buccaneers took advantage, scoring a pair. Deals ball here to Jones. And there's a strike, 2-1. Certainly a much better outing this time around than Zoller had against the Buccaneers earlier this season when he gave up 10 runs through 4 1/3. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third, foul by Jones in the count 2-2. As the sun breaks through some more of the clouds here. The 2-2 to Jones. Driven down the right field line, foul and out of play. Into the seats. Nice skyline here in Atlantic City. See some of the casinos there in the distance. Once again, the 2-2 from Zoller. Inside, and it hit Jones on the way by, so he's aboard with a leadoff hit by pitch. Jones aboard, Javier Vega now the hitter. Grounded out to shortstop in the third. Buccaneers looking to add to their lead here in the fifth. Jones not going. Everybody coming in on the wheel play. Jones had gotten out to a nice lead there and never really put it into second gear there, and in an effort to run to second base, just got out to an expansive lead, but you saw the wheel play by the Owls defense. Jones stays put as Vega initially showed bunt there and then pulled back. Throw to first to check on Jones. He's back ahead of the throw. Vega bunts in front of the plate. Jones safe easily at second base. Throw to first. Vega is out. And Jones to second on the sacrifice bunt. So one away, back to the top of the order here with Kevin Foreman. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. So a nice sacrifice bunt by Javier Vega to get Jones into scoring position here in the fifth. Jones out to a leadoff at second, not being held on, although the shortstop Morello playing behind him. A bunt there by Foreman, and it's foul up the first baseline, and Foreman bunting for a hit just as much as a sacrifice there. Jones would have made it easily to third. Kevin Foreman, plenty of speed. So where he placed that bunt, and he was just about ahead of the ball rolling up the line as well, so it would have been a close play. Hard to say if he would have beat it out. We'll see what he does here. If he tries it again or he swings away. Jones leads off a second with 1 out. Zoller delivers. Swinging away is Foreman, and he drives it down the right field line, foul, and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes on Kevin Foreman with 1 gone here in the fifth. Jack Jones on second base following the sacrifice bunt. Swing and a miss. Kevin Foreman pulled the string on that one, and there are 2 away. Nate Goodrich now the hitter with 2 gone. Had a single in the first and struck out in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. No action in either bullpen, so this is straight up Zoller versus Hamill. Nice pitcher's duel here in game 1. And first pitch to Goodrich is in there for strike 1. Wide open gap in left center. Definitely some room in right center as well. See where Goodrich can pull the ball in a hole up the middle. Ground ball to first. Fielded. Throw to the mound to Zoller covering by Alfonso. And that'll do it for the Buccaneers here in the 5th. Buccaneers get a man aboard with the hit by pitch of Jones. They can't get him in. It is 2-1 Buccaneers. We go to the 6th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the 6th inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Owls trail the Buccaneers 2-1. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Union County and Atlantic Cape. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. Mix of sun and clouds. It was a little bit more sunny to start things off, but just as windy today as it was yesterday when Atlantic Cape played Bergen County. First pitch upstairs to Brian Padilla. Padilla, Alfonso, and Olvera for the Owls here in the 6th. Hamill with 9 strikeouts here in the game. That pitch fouled back to the screen. Padilla walked in the first, singled in the 3rd. He's been on base twice. Pitch by Hamill, driven into right field. Goodrich right there, didn't have to move much. And there is one away. Hamill's been dealing today. The 1 run allowed was back in the 1st inning. Got into a little bit of trouble in the 3rd and got out of it thanks to a double play, which also ended the 1st inning. And like we said, 9 strikeouts, just 2 walks. First pitch is a strike to Alfonso. And 4 hits. So 1 run on 4 hits for Union County so far. 1 away, the 0-1 to Alfonso. Swing and a miss. Kind of golfed that one, a little uppercut swing, trying to induce some kind of fly ball there. Alfonso had an RBI single in the 1st, hit into a double play to end things in the 3rd. Hamill deals a wild pitch up high. That one kind of got away from him off his release point. It's 1-2. Game 1 of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning contests, so kind of like the 8th inning here. That one popped foul out of play by Alfonso. We found the suites here at Sandcastle Stadium. Nice view of the skyline there as well. See Harrah's and Borgata in the distance. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. A hack there. Strikeout number 10 for Joe Hamill. He's had good location of that fastball this afternoon. He's gotten Owls hitters to chase it up high like Alfonso did just there. He's painted the inside corner and the outside corner, so Hamill's worked quickly for most of the game, and he's found himself in quite a groove. 10 strikeouts, 2 away now here in the 6th for X Olvera, who grounds one quickly to second base. And Tinocello Fields fires, and 1-2-3 go the Owls here in inning number 6. 2-1 Buccaneers. We go to the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Buccaneers lead 2-1 over the Owls. It'll be Luis Sari, Frank Moretta, and Justin Monero for the Bucs here in the 6th as they look to add a little more cushion to the 1-run lead. Sari grounded out to first, grounded out to short in the 1st, reached on an error by the left fielder Williams in the 4th, and then later came around to score in that 2-run 4th inning. And there's a strike. Zoller deals outside. Zoller out there for inning number 6 of work. And outside that 4th inning, Zoller has looked pretty good today for the Owls. So we've got ourselves a nice little pitcher's duel here in game 1. Zoller deals outside there to Luis Sari. Defense playing Luis Sari straight up here in the 6th. That pitch outside, it doesn't matter. Sari draws a leadoff walk here in the 6th. Frank Moretta, now the hitter, had come on to pinch hit for Omar Hernandez in the 4th and flew out to right field in his first at-bat. Sari can certainly run. Want to be careful, even though up or unrun. Frank Moretta looking to bunt, pulls back. Sari going anyway. Throw down to second high, and a stolen base for Luis Sari. Quick to get down to second base. The throw by Bottomley was up high, even if it was on the money. It may have been close, but I think Sari would have still got in there ahead of the throw. So Sari now out to the lead at second base. Moretta looking to bunt again. Bunts it successfully up the first base line. Throw down to third. And Sari is safe. I think the field umpire saying that Padilla got off the bag. Kind of had a mixed call there initially. So Sari's safe. And Moretta reaches on the fielder's choice. So a nice base running by Sorry to get in there, and especially to get under the tag. So first and third now for Justin Monero, grounded to second in the second, had an RBI double in the fourth, and then later came around to score. And now Brett Picaro will go out and have a word with Zach Zoller. Just going over some things. There's no action in the bullpen. Going over a game plan here in the sixth with Zoller and catcher Bottomley after the first 2 men aboard on a walk and the fielder's choice bunt by Frank Moretta. And the home plate umpire will head toward the mound to break up the meeting of the minds. Picaro talking things over real quick with the home plate umpire. So Monero now the hitter. He's, like we said, 1 for 2. Look, has another RBI opportunity here in the sixth. Buccaneers lead 2-1, game one of a doubleheader. And they're going to intentionally walk Justin Monero to load the bases for Dante DePalma. DePalma 1 for 2 on the day, had an RBI single in his last at bat in the fourth. So bases loaded, nobody out here in the sixth after the Owls opt to intentionally walk Monero. First pitch outside to DePalma. So now we know what Picaro was talking to the home plate umpire and the catcher about there, signaling to walk Monero. Pitch low to DePalma, now it's 2-0. Nobody warming for the Owls in their bullpen, so this is Zoller's game for the moment. The 2-0, infield in. And there's a strike. Entire infield on the lip of the infield grass. Shortstop Murillo just a couple steps back. Outfield about normal depth. The 2-1. Swing and it chopped toward the hole at shortstop. A tag outmade. Sorry scores. Moretta tagged out going to third. Buccaneers take a 3-1 lead on the fielder's choice. Ground ball by DePalma. Monero safely at second now. And Mo Antonicello now the hitter. The Bucks up 3-1 with 1 away. Struck out and grounded out. And takes strike 1 there. Infield moves back here with 1 away. The 0-1. And that one a little low, 1-1. Runners on first and second. 1 out, 1-1 pitch from Zoller. Chopped foul toward third and ruled foul. Looked like it was trying to make a turn back fair, but foul. Padilla picked it up. Buccaneers making some noise here in the sixth. They've tacked on another run. Lead 3-1 here in game one of the doubleheader. First and second, 1 out. The 1-2. Antonicello chops it to third. Throw to first, and he's retired by Padilla.
Now batting, number 25.
So 2 away. Runners now at second and third for Jack Jones. Grounded to third in the third. It was hit by a pitch in the fifth. Zoller deals a strike, and it's 0-1 on Jones. Now action gets going in the Owls bullpen down the right field line. Zoller deals, swing and a miss by Jones. Fooled him there, and it's 0-2. Monero off third, DePalma off second with 2 away. And the 0-2. Fouled back to the screen. Jones spoils it off and gets another opportunity here in the 6th. Buccaneers scored 2 runs in the 4th and added on another one here in the 6th. Once again, the 0-2. Pitch outside. And it's 1-2 on the Buccaneers catcher. Nobody warming for the Bucs in their bullpen, so it'll be Joe Hamill going out to finish what he started in the 7th inning. The pitch. Jones spoils it foul. And we'll get another opportunity as runners go back to second and third. Monero leads off of third. DePalma off of second with 2 away. Zoller looking in for the sign. Likes what he sees from Bottomley. And deals to Jones. Spoiled again, foul out of play. So Souvenir City here at the seats at Sandcastle Stadium. Got one of the Buccaneer players going to retrieve those foul balls. Second and third, 2 gone. Pitch. Jones spoils one again. Down the right field line, out of play into the seats. So putting together quite an at-bat here in the bottom of the 6th. With runners on second and third. Looking to break this one open a little bit. Big RBI opportunity here for Jones. So Buccaneers lead 3-1. Zoller deals a high pop-up. Bottomley giving it a look and dives and can't come up with it. It was fading away from him. He made a nice diving attempt there behind the plate, but couldn't get there quite in time. So Jones continues with the at-bat. Runners lead second and third, 2 out. Pitch to Jones. Driven into right field and foul. Twisted there next to the line there, the faded line in the outfield. So Jones continues to spoil some pitches and work the at-bat here in the 6th, looking for something he likes, something he could drive into the gap. Left center, right center, both very open. Left fielder Williams playing towards closer to the line than towards left field itself, but doesn't matter there. Jones called out on strikes to end the threat here in the 6th. Buccaneers at a run. They lead 3-1. We go to inning number 7 on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We go to inning number 7 here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Game 1 of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning contests. So this is the last licks coming up for the Owls. It'll be Miguel Lacadio, Jacob Bottomley, and Brian Williams against Joe Hamill. And he deals strike 1 to Lacadio, who hit into his 4-6-3 double play in the first inning and walked in the fourth. Grounds it to Monero there at third. Throw to first, and there is one away. Hamill 10 strikeouts here in game number 1. He's been dealing. He's had a live fastball, working it all over the plate. Upper quadrant, going east to west with it. Swing and a miss by Bottomley. He was a strikeout victim in the second inning and hit a sacrifice fly in the fourth. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Hamill fooling the Owls hitters here throughout the game and especially late. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11 for Joe Hamill. Just 3 hits. Has not allowed a base runner since the fourth. After back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. That one hit foul by Williams. The last base runner to reach was Miguel Lacadio, who walked in the fourth. And there's strike 2. Owls down to their final strike. Hamill working quickly. The 0-2. Grounded to first, and this should do it. Moretta Fields taps on the bag, and the ball game is over. Buccaneers win this one 3-1 on the heels of an 11 strikeout dominating performance by Joe Hamill on the mound. Buccaneers take game 1 3-1. We will have game number 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader coming up in about a half hour's time, so stick with us on the BFA Live Sports YouTube channel, and we'll have game 2 action for you coming up in just a little bit. Buccaneers defeat the Owls 3-1. For our entire crew here at BFA Sports, I'm Vin Ebenu. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.